Hello, welcome to Cuts Tech Reviews. Cuts Tech Reviews 2018, first one of the new year, 2nd of Jan. We're getting them in early. The main reason that's there is because someone bought it for me for Christmas and they thought it would be great to have it here. Little did they know that I'm now use this very tiny desk, so my room for manoeuvre has just gone down drastically. Forget that, I'll kick this off next time. This is only here so I can remember that it's not really called remembering if you're going to read it, is it? That's only there so that I can remind myself of what handsets go into this. This review is for the Samsung Gear VR headset. This is the Note 8 edition, which you can tell because it's this nice black colour as opposed to the slide that across the small desk. Pull up. The earlier versions. This was the Gear VR with Oculus for the S. Well, I bought this for the S6, but it will probably work with the S5, maybe even the S7. Not the S7 edges, but couldn't tell you for sure because we're not reviewing that. If we had, I'd have done my research. But we're reviewing this. Another major difference between this and the white one is this super cool controller. Makes a change, makes a difference, because before on the white one you were using this little touchpad here to move up and down and that, or you linked your own Bluetooth controller to it, but they were often generic, let's just say that. This actually says Samsung on the bottom because this comes with it and you know it's work, you know it's compatible, you know you're going to get a good thing out of it. It's going to be a better experience than some of the legacy things you might be using or the generic things you might use. So, on appearances, feels light, but it's going to have to be because this thing's going to be sitting on your boat race with these straps holding you on. Again, by Oculus, which is always a good sign because, let's be honest, they were, maybe still are, at the forefront of VR. This is just a plastic shield that most people, whilst using the device, won't have on, ever. Pull it to one side, clip it off. We're done with that. So the phone, your phone, in this case, it's compatible with Note 8, but also it's compatible with many other handsets. S6, S7, S7 Edge, S7 Plus, S8, S8 Plus, S8 Edge, Note 5, maybe Note 4. Here's the thing to look for. No mention of Note 4. However, Note 5, Note 6. No, there isn't a Note 6 in the UK, but it is available on the Note 6, which was only in, I believe, Korea, Southern Korea. And the Note 8, the new, all improved, working, non-combustible Note 8. It's quite straightforward. This moves backwards and forwards for your Note 8 or whatever you want to put it on. But for this little attachment here is a USB-C for the Note 8. If you have one of the older phones, you just slide this little thing forward, then pull it up. It comes off. It's detachable. Fantastic. And it comes with another one that slots in, which is over there out of my reach. You'll have to take my word for it. That slots in and then fits the more older phones. I don't like to use the word older because S8 is still a quality phone. S7 is still a good phone. So, yes, it's interchangeable. The only reason you'd buy the Note 8 version, I'm guessing, is because you're either going to buy the Note 8 or you want to future-proof it a little bit because maybe the S9 or at least the S9 Plus could be too big for the older headset. So you want to get this. As I mentioned earlier, there's a touchpad here, works well, a back button and a home button. When this is on your boat, you'll be literally doing this, flicking through menus and tapping to get select. You've got to tap this to go back, tap this to home. On the top, plus and minus, when this is on your face, and you're looking at your phone screen, you will need to sharpen this up. Now, when you use this, doesn't matter even if you're using your Samsung high-tech Note 8 phone, it's still going to look good, but not 4K, not even 1080p. You're going to see pixels. However, it's good enough. Trust me, it's good enough. But if you're looking, I'm talking about games there, but if you're playing, if you're looking for adventure and you're looking at photographs or videos of cities around the world, etc., they're going to be a lot better, but it's still not going to be 4K. And that's what we really want, isn't it? A submersive 4K headset. On the face of it, build quality is fantastic. It's sturdy. It looks good. Unlike other ones, like maybe Google Cardboard, which is made of, coincidentally, cardboard, which would obviously feel a bit flimsy. And it's a brave man that puts his phone in there. Although, to be fair, they do come out quite sturdy themselves. Use sturdy card, not paper. On the older version, I found that where the nose area is, it used to pinch my huge hooter, used to pinch it shut a little bit. And what you'd find is if you was breathing through your nose, the air would come out of your tear ducts. Sounds weird, I know, but they're all linked up. And it would fog it up a bit. I would find the glass lenses in here would fog up. This doesn't do this. The pinch isn't so great. I'm not 100% sure why, because they look very similar, but yes, this has got a slightly wider gap, I would have said. When using this, you're best off plugging your headphones in. It will recommend you put your headphones in, and that's a recommendation that I wholeheartedly go with. There is sound coming out, comes out the bottom here. There is the microphone can connect here as well. But I think you'll find that without headphones, you won't get a true, especially when playing games, a true experience, true ambient experience. You need to hear it to know it's going on. So we come to cost. I paid £80 for this. I'm not sure what that is in euros or dollars or Canadian dollars or Australian dollars or Ugandan dollars. But £80 seems reasonable because it comes with this. The older version was £100. If you go to some of the more electrical retail stores, more popular in the UK, Currys, Carphone Warehouse, etc., I think they're pricing them up at £120. So shop around, get online, find out. I'll put some links below about where I bought mine from and where you can get yours from. Make sure it's an official Samsung product, not a knockoff from some other country that we won't mention. Failing that, I would recommend it. However, if you get motion sickness when reading in a car, I wouldn't recommend it, because I've given it to my father. He's had a go at it. Thought I'd scare him. I did more than that. I made him sick. My mother couldn't last more than 10 minutes on it before she felt sick. So there is an element of motion sickness when you're using it. However, I find that the kids, who I've nieces, nephews, have used it, don't have a problem. I don't have a problem. I'm not saying I'm young, far from it, but I feel the younger generation, I don't know, maybe we're more accustomed to reading our phones in the cars or our tablets, and we can do those sort of things. So bear that in mind. If you do suffer from motion sickness in any way in a car, this is probably not going to be good for you, this VR experience. It's a great quality headset, and I think you're going to get that with all the headsets, Vive, Oculus, even the Sony PlayStation one. I think, which I've got as well and I've used, and I think the Sony one's better than this, but the Sony one you need a PlayStation to drive it, and the Sony one is literally stuck in wherever you plug it in. You plug it into your PlayStation in the living room next to the TV, that's where you're using it. This is portability. You can put this in your bag, take it where you want to go, stick it on your friend's face, stick your phone on it and say, ride this roller coaster, see what you think. And hopefully you'll hear some squeals and whatever from them. It did make my stomach drop a little bit when I was going down the roller coaster, on the free roller coaster ride. Did actually make me want to purchase the Winter Wonderland one as well, which was good. There are a lot of games for it now. There wasn't when it first came out. It seems to be snowballing a bit and getting better. But Still, those games don't lack the. Still, those games do lack the. I can't put my finger on it. They lack that quality that you get when you play. Obviously, a PlayStation is going to be miles better because the processing unit is better than the processor unit in your phone. Games on your phone are normally quite good, but once you port them onto here, they're not so good because they've got this 360 world to live in. It's a lot more for it to do and take in. Having said that, I base lots of my things on role-playing games, first-person shooters. I love them to bits. Call of Duty is a massive fan. If they could do a Call of Duty with this, and maybe a variant of this, well, even this as a trigger, but I'd snap that up all day long because Call of Duty is awesome. And even if the graphics were a little weak, I'd still play it if it had the same playability it has on the PlayStation or the Xbox. I'm going to show a preference here, but yes, it would be awesome. So hit the like button. I presume that's what these little hands are for. Hit the like button if they're still using the like button by the time you see this. Subscribe. It's important to subscribe, not just for me. Well, it is important for me, but it's more important for you because the next video I bring out, you can hear it. You'll get a little alert. Cuts has brought another video out. So yeah. Subscribe, like, throw me some comments if I've missed something that you really wanted to see, that you want to hear about, like how far's the peripheral vision, etc. Incidentally, that's 360, so it moves when you move. If you've never experienced 360 before, this is a great entry level to it, and I thoroughly recommend it. You can soon find out if it makes you feel sick, and if it doesn't, you've only spent £80. So get in there, throw your comments down below, tell me everything you feel I've missed, everything you feel I should have added, and I'll try and throw them back in the comments and reply to you all. I've been a bit lapsed with answering my comments before, but back on it in 2018. I don't know why I'm doing that. I'm too old to be doing that. Catch you later. Bye, Mum.